Hello students, welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas. So friends, we have an application by the name CarriersCloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. And once you have downloaded, you can log in with your Gmail ID. And why I am suggesting you this application, because this is the one-stop solution for all the current affairs. This is the best of the best application and the platform where you can enhance your learning through help. Here you will be provided with multiple courses. Here you will be provided with multiple options of quizzes, and even you will be provided current affairs on daily basis. PDFs and quizzes will be provided to you on daily basis, both in Hindi as well as English. Here you will be provided current affairs with weekly basis and monthly basis also. Here remember, once you have done watching our video, then you can log in through this application, take out the PDF, read that PDF and go through the quizzes. That will enhance your preparation. Same you have to do for weekly and same you have to do for the monthly also. In monthly you will be provided with the top 100 important questions PDF and video also, that will enhance your learning, and it will be a very beneficial and important video for the revision perspective. And not just this friends, apart from this we also provide you banking and economic questions. We provide you state current affairs such as of Uttarakhand, UP, Tripura, Telangana, and many more. Not just this, apart from this we also provide you topic wise current affairs, and the topics that we are providing you are really important. These topics are such as national affairs, international affairs, important days, sports, defense, science and technology, apps and web portals, obituary. These are the important topics that are being asked in various exams across India. So these are the topics that are must and should be covered and will be beneficial for the preparation of the.
Hello everyone. So in this video we will be discussing important current affairs for the first week of December. The session will be quite interesting, so do pay attention till the end. Let's start. First is, according to the quarterly bulletin periodic labor force survey that is released by NSO, National Sample Survey Office, NSSO, right? This was released in November, and here the unemployment rate was released for the urban areas. Correct. If we talk about urban areas, it fell to 7.2% from July to September month, right? And this is the second quarter, right? Now it is asking that from 2022 it was 7.2%, and now for the year 2023, for the same quarter, that is the second quarter, what was the unemployment rate? So it was 6.6%. Earlier in 2022 it was 7.2% in the second quarter, and now in the second quarter for 2023 it is 6.6% for the persons age above 15 years, right? Next, in November, Union Minister of Coal and Ministries Prahlad Joshi launched the auction of process of dash critical minerals blocks, which is estimated to be worth around 45,000 crore rupees. So remember, Union Minister of Coal and Mines Prahlad Joshi launched the auction process of 20 critical mineral blocks, which estimated to be worth around 45,000 crore rupees. 20 blocks on sale are across various states that include Chhattisgarh, UP, Tamil Nadu, Odisha, Jharkhand. Next is, which of the following points are correct with respect to the World AIDS Day Report 2023 released in November? If we look at the options here, all the options are rightly mentioned here. It is saying that joint UN program on HIV/AIDS, that is UNAIDS, was released, and they released the World's AIDS Day report that was titled Let's Communicate, Lead. So is it right? Yes, option A is correct. B, saying the report states that AIDS can be ended as a public health threat by 2030 if only the frontline communities get full support from the governments and donors. So absolutely right. Then C is, the report was launched in London, UK at the World AIDS Day event that was hosted by Stop AIDS, a civil society organization. So yes, this is also correct. All the options A, B, 3 are rightly mentioned. Next, name the new life insurance plan that has recently launched by the LIC with lifetime guarantee returns. It is Jeevan Utsav. Correct. LIC, they have launched Jeevan Utsav plan, that is a non-linked, non-participating individual saving whole life insurance plan which provides insurance coverage for the entire lifetime of the insured individual. Here regular income benefits, they are 10% of the basic sum insured, and this policy starts, and these sum or the amount will be paid after end of the each year, that will be starting from 3 to 6 years, right? So coming back, it is Jeevan Utsav. This is the plan launched by LIC with lifetime guarantee returns. Next is OECD, Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. They released the economic outlook for November 2023 that was titled Restoring Growth. The real GDP growth of India is expected to be at dash in the financial year 23-24. So the real GDP growth is expected to be at how much percent? It is 6.3% for the year 23-24, and this keeps on changing, friends. Right? Next, if I ask you, tell me fifth edition of the Global Ayurveda Festival. Where was this held? Fifth edition of Global Ayurveda Festival. It was held in Trivandrum. Right? Then recently on the coastal areas of Andhra Pradesh, a cyclone was there. Right? It caused various damages to the coastal area of Andhra Pradesh. What was the name of that cyclone? Michuang. Michuang is the name of that cyclone. Next, who has recently won the Chevalier de Légion d'Honneur, that is the highest civilian award of France, for the contributions in promoting space cooperation between India and France? So, VR Lalitambika, right? Dr. VR Lalitambika, a distinguished scientist from ISRO. She was honored with the Chevalier de Légion d'Honneur. This is the highest civilian award of France, and this was awarded to her for her contributions made in the space sector between India and France. Right? Mark this. And she became the second ISRO scientist to receive this award. Previously, it was A.S. Kiran Kumar, the former chairman of ISRO, who received this award in 2019. Next is CCI approved the acquisition by Atlas 2022 Holdings Limited to increase their voting rights in Vodafone Group PLC from dash percent to less than 25%. So remember, CCI, they have approved the proposed acquisition by Atlas. Then they are having 14.6%. So their holding has now been increased to, will be increased to less than 25%. For this, they have got the approval. Right? And this Atlas 2022 Holdings Limited, this is a wholly owned subsidiary of Emirates Telecommunication Group Company. Right? Next. So right option here becomes 14.6%. Next, SBI Mutual Funds received the approval from RBI for acquiring aggregate holding of up to 9.99% of the paid up share capital of Dash Bank. So remember, SBI Mutual Fund, they received the approval from RBI for acquiring aggregate holding of up to 9.99% of the paid up share capital of Karur Vasai Bank. Here SBI Mutual Fund, they have received the regulatory approval, correct? And the approval has been granted in accordance with the application that was submitted by SBI Mutual Fund to the RBI. And as per the approval, SBI Mutual Fund, they must acquire major shareholding within 1 year from the RBI's letter, and failure to do so will result in the automatic cancellation of the approval. Right? Next, in November, Henry Alfred Kissinger, the Nobel Peace Prize winner and former American diplomat, passed away. In which year did he receive the Nobel Peace Prize? In 1973, along with Le Duc Tho of Vietnam. So remember, Henry Alfred Kissinger, he received the Nobel Peace Prize in 1973. Right? He received this award in 1973. Mark this. Apart from this, he was also honored with USA's highest civilian honor, that is the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 1977. Next, Prime Minister Narendra Modi got a first-hand feel of the indigenous light combat aircraft Tejas in November 2023. Which of the following agencies or companies designed and developed the LCA Tejas? Which is it? It is Aeronautical Development Agency and your Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. So both 1 and 2, they both are right option. Correct? And remember, if you have seen the news also, PM Modi became the first Prime Minister to fly a fighter jet, and he was flying that for almost 30 minutes. Next, which of the following point is incorrect with respect to 54th edition of the International Film Festival of India that was held in Goa in November 2023? If we look at the options here, remember, all the options are correct apart from option 4. So here option 4 becomes right. If we look at the options, Indian actress and Padma Shri awardee Madhuri Dixit was honored with the special recognition to Bharatiya Cinema Award. American actor, absolutely right. American actor Michael Douglas was honored with Satyajit Ray Lifetime Achievement Award for the year 2023. Absolutely right. Third, Endless Borders, directed by Abbas Amini of Persian, won the Best Film Award under the Golden Peacock category. Absolutely right. And fifth, Panchayat 2, a comedy drama series in Hindi streamed on Amazon Prime Video in 2022, won the prestigious OTT award of for the web series. So absolutely right. Now if we look at the option 4, it is saying the film White Flower, directed by Arvind Sinha, won the Best Film Award at 75 Creative Minds of Tomorrow. Is it right? Is it so? So remember, no, it is not White Flower but Oath. Oath film directed by Akhil Lolitkar, not by Arvind Sinha but Akhil Lolitkar, won the Best Film Award at 75 Creative Minds of Tomorrow. Moving on, who has recently topped the first edition of India's Top 200 Self-Made Entrepreneurs of the Millennia 2023, released by the First Private, that is private banking by IDFC First Bank and Huron India. So who recently topped the first edition of the India's Top 200 Self-Made Entrepreneurs of the Millennia? It was topped by Radhakrishan Shiv Krishan Damini ji. Right, I repeat, Radhakrishan Shiv Kishan Damini has recently been or has topped the first edition of India's top 200 self-made entrepreneurs of the millennia 2023 list. This list was released by First Private along with Huron India. Who released it? First Private and Huron India together released this list. Next is, which small finance bank recently partnered with water.org to offer accessible financing solutions for water and sanitation solution? It is Ujjivan Small Finance Bank. Under this partnership, water.org, they will assist Ujjivan Small Finance Bank in identifying the areas that will require financing for clean water and hygienic solutions. Right? And Ujjivan Small Finance Bank, they will offer loans of up to 6,000 rupees to 1 lakh rupees for the existing as well as new customers who want to make and or construct new or renovate the older water and sanitation facilities. Next, NSO, that is your National Statistical Office, that comes under the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, projected India's real GDP or GDP at a constant price in July to September quarter, that is the second quarter for fiscal year 24, to grow at -%. So it will be growing at 7.6%. For the first quarter, what was it? It was 7.8%. That was beyond the expected forecast for India, that was 6.5%, but actually we attained 7.8% in the first quarter, and in seventh quarter it was 7.6%. Then India Internet Governance Forum. This India Internet Governance Forum, where was this held? It was held in New Delhi. Then who inaugurated National Conference on Energy Transition in India? It was inaugurated by R.K. Singh. Next, name the company that recently launched the 3 anti-submarine warfare shallow watercraft project, that is INS Mahi, INS Malvan, INS Mangrol, and it was launched at Kochi Yard in Kerala by the Indian Navy. Question asked is, which is that company they have launched this 3 INS? It was launched by Cochin Shipyards Limited, that is CSL. That is INS Mahi, INS Malvan and INS Mangrol. Correct? And at Kochi Yard in Kerala for the Indian Navy. Right? Then these Indian naval ships, they are equipped with sonars. What is sonar? Sound navigation and ranging, and it is for underwater surveillance. Next, what was the theme of UN World Acquired Immunodeficiency Syndrome Day observed across the globe on 1st of December? So what was the theme here? It is Let's Communities Lead. This is the theme for the UN World Acquired Immune Deficiency Syndrome Day observed across the globe on 1st of December. Right? Next is, in November, World Bank announced a plan to increase the amount it spends annually on climate-related projects to dash from 35% of their financing over 2024 to 2025. So remember, in November, World Bank announced to increase the amount they spend annually on climate-related projects to 45%, right, from the 35% that they were spending earlier over 2024 to 2025, right? And this statement was by the Washington or World Bank President Ajay Banga, right? And this all will contribute to climate financing and make our climate more better. Basically, these amount will be used in green infrastructure projects, right? Clean energy projects and green financing projects. Next, which company has recently signed a joint venture agreement with Italy's Vega Composites SRL to establish a manufacturing and design facility in the defense corridor in Tamil Nadu? So, which is that company? It is Merlin Hawk Aerospace Private Limited. This is the company. They signed a joint venture agreement with Italy's Vega Composites SRL to establish a manufacturing and design facility in the defense corridor in Tamil Nadu. Right? Next, which of the following points are correct with respect to National Compilation on Dynamic Ground Waste Resources of India 2023 released by Ministry of Jal Shakti in December? If we look at the options A, B, C, remember all these three options are rightly mentioned here. The total annual groundwater recharge is 404.08 billion cubic meters, an increase of 11.48 BCM from 437.6 BCM. Absolutely right. Second is the annual extractable groundwater resource is at 407.21 billion cubic meters, showing an increase from 398.08 billion cubic meters in 2022. That means the amount of water, groundwater, is increasing, the level is increasing, right? Then out of the total 6,553 assessment units, that includes your block, mandals and talukas in the country, 736 units in various states, that is 11.23%, have been categorized as overexploited, indicating groundwater extraction exceeding the annual replenishable groundwater recharge. Absolutely right. Right. And that is the reason, if you have seen, the government has also banned that we cannot use generators or pumps to withdraw water from ground. Next, which of the following are correct with respect to the recent steps taken by RBI in December 2023? Remember here option B and C are correct. B is saying that RBI has imposed a monetary penalty of 10,000 rupees on Bank of America for non-violation of RBI's instructions on reporting requirements under the liberalized remittance scheme of FEMA 1999. Absolutely right. C is saying that RBI approved the promoter of CSB Bank to retain a 26% stake in the lender. So absolutely right. A option is saying that RBI and the Central Bank of Brazil, they signed an MOU for cooperation and information exchange regarding the Clearing Corporation of India Limited. Is it correct? RBI and Bank of England, not Bank of Brazil, but Bank of England, they signed this MOU. Now option A is correct. Next, SEBI extended the timeline of linking of SEBI complaint redressal platform with the online dispute resolution platform from 4th of December to dash. So it was extended right from 4th of December to 1st of April 2024, and this ODR is your online dispute resolution portal. Correct? Mark this. Next is India was re-elected to the Dash Organization Council under the Category B states for the 24-25 biennium. It is International Maritime Organization, that is IMO. Here India was selected for 2 years under Category B, and here India secured 157 out of 167 votes for the countries, and for this election was held during the 33rd Assembly of IMO that was held in London, UK. Right? Next, which bank has recently reappointed Chandrasekhar Ghosh as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer for 3 years? The bank is Bandhan Bank. Right? Bandhan Bank has approved the reappointment of Chandrasekhar Ghosh as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Bandhan Bank for the next 3 years. Right? And the reappointment is subject to the approval of RBI and the shareholder of the banks. Next, Union Minister of Railways Ashwini Vaishnav announced that Indian Railway is set to install an artificial intelligence based surveillance system that was named Dash to reduce elephant deaths on railway tracks. It is Gujarat system. Right? I repeat, Ashwini Vaishnav announced that the Indian Railways is set to install an AI based surveillance system that was named Gujarat system, and this will reduce the elephant deaths on the railway tracks. 700 km of railway network across various states that include Assam, West Bengal, Odisha, Kerala, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh and Tamil Nadu, they will be covered under this system, and this system, that is Gujarat system, is built with a cost of 181 crore rupees. right? This technology was launched on pilot basis in 2022 in the state of Assam on 115 kilometer of track, and this was exhibiting a 99.5% accuracy. Next, who has recently become India's 84th Grandmaster by crossing the 2500 ELO live ratings in the 4th edition of the Open Chess Tournament, that is Lobregat Open 2023. She is Vaishali Ramesh Babu, and she is the sister of R. Pragnanda, right? And she became the third female to become the or to have this grandmaster title, and she is the sister of R. Pragnanda, and this become the first brother sister pair to be the grandmasters. Next, National Crisis Management Committee under the chairmanship of Cabinet Secretary Dash reviewed the preparedness of state governments and central ministries departments for implementing cyclones Michuang in the Bay of Bengal. Correct? Question asked is this committee, right, will be under the chairmanship of whom, right? So it will be under the chairmanship of Rajiv Gauba. So National Crisis Management Committee under the chairmanship of Cabinet Secretary Rajiv Gauba reviewed the preparedness of the states for this cyclone Michuang in the Bay of Bengal. Next, which company has recently received one of the most sought after data security and compliance recognitions, that is System and Organization Control 3 SOC 3 certification? Which is it? It is Razorpay, right? Razorpay is one of the most sought after security and compliance recognitions company. They have received this System and Organization Control 3 certification. And this SOC 3 C3 compliance applies to any organization that stores the sensitive customer data while processing the online transactions. Next, one more thing, remember this SOC certification, this is globally recognized and respected standard for managing and safeguarding the sensitized customer data. And here Razorpay, this become the first fintech company in India to have achieved this compliance milestone. Next, according to the Government of India report, that is the third national communication to the UNFCCC released in December, India reduced their GDP emission intensity by dash between 2005 to 2019. So India has reduced their emission intensity by 33% between 2005 and 2019, and this was their 11-year ahead of the target because the target was 2030. And India, they have created an additional sink of 1.97 billion tons of CO2 that is equivalent during this period. Correct? That means we have reduced this amount of carbon dioxide being going into the atmosphere. Next, what is the India's rank in the International Institute for Management Development's 7th edition of World Digital Competitiveness Ranking released in December 2023? So it is 49. Right? What is India's rank in International Institute of Management, INMDs, that is International Institute for Management Development's 7th edition of the World Digital Competitiveness Ranking? So India was at 49th position. Who topped this index? It was topped by USA. Correct? And in all three categories, that are your knowledge, technology and future readiness. Whereas remember, Switzerland retained their top position in the knowledge factor and maintained their overall position to 5th best performing country in all the ranking, and on top was your USA. This data was among 49 out of how many countries? Out of 64 countries. Next, ADB approved how much amount loan for Uttarakhand's climate resilient power system development project to improve the quality, efficiency and reliability of power supply. So Asian Development Bank, they have approved $200 million loan for Uttarakhand climate resilient power system development project to improve the quality, efficiency and reliability of power supply. Right? This will help the state in achieving 24/7 power to their residents and transmitting it basically, and also not just transmitting, also by generating this energy using clean energy. Right? Next, which government agency or company, they recently signed an MOU with Business Finland to boost the startup ecosystem in India and Finland? It is Kerala Startup Mission, that is also known as KUSUM. Right? They have recently signed an MOU with Business Finland, and it is to boost the startup ecosystem in Finland, as Kerala Startup Mission is basically also to boost the startups in Kerala state. Next, which of the following Indians have recently featured in the Forbes Asia 2023 Heroes of Philanthropy list? So remember all these three: Nikhil Kamath, Kushal Pal Singh, and Nandan Nilekani. All these three have been recently featured in the Forbes Asia 2023 Heroes of Philanthropy list. This list is a total of 15 philanthropists from Asia Pacific region, and this list includes names from lifelong philanthropists to newcomers from the Asia Pacific region. Nikhil Kamath, we all know Nikhil Kamath is the co-founder of and CFO of Zerodha. Khushpal Singh, remember, he is the chairman of DLF, and Nandan Nilekani, he is the chairman of ISRO's, chairman and co-founder of ISRO's. Infosys, not ISRO's, Infosys. Next, name the personality who was recently appointed as the Youth Voter Awareness Ambassador for Union Territory Jammu and Kashmir. So Suresh Kumar Raina, he is an Indian cricketer. He was recently appointed as the Youth Voter Awareness Ambassador for Union Territory Jammu and Kashmir. Correct. Next, SBI shareholding in Jio Payments Bank Limited reduced to dash in financial year 23. So SBI's shareholding in Jio Payment Bank, it reduced to 23%. Earlier it was 30% and now it is 23%. Next, when was the UN International Day of Persons with Disability observed across the globe? It is 3rd of December 2023, right? UN International Day of Persons with Disability was observed across the globe on 3rd of December with the theme United in Actions to Rescue and Achieve Sustainable Development Goals for, with and by persons with disability. And it is observed on 3rd of December 2023. Next, UN International Day of Banks 2023 was observed across the globe on dash. So UN International Day of Banks was observed across the globe on 4th of December, and it is to recognize the vital role of banking system in the member states in contributing to the improvement of the standard of living, right? And the first ever International Day of Banks was observed on 4th of December in 2020. Next, in which country Mount Merapi volcano is located? So it is Indonesia. It is in Indonesia where this Mount Merapi volcano is located. Next, who is said to be appointed as the Vice Chief of the Naval Staff with effect from January 2024? Dinesh K. Tripathi. Right? The government of India has approved several high-profile appointments, including Vice Admiral Dinesh K. Tripathi to the position of the Vice Chief of Naval Staff. Next, which of the following are correct with respect to the World Top 100 Arm Producing Companies 2022 report released in December 2023? If we look at the options A, B, C, option A and C are correct, whereas B is wrong. If we look at A, CIPRI released a report titling World's Top 100 Arms Producing Companies 2022, absolutely right. C saying Lockheed Martin Corporation from US ranked first in the list, followed by Raytheon Technologies from the US, absolutely right. But B option, it is saying for the first time 3 Indian PSUs ranked 41, that is of Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, 63 of Bharat Electronics Limited, and 99 for GRSE, that is Garden Rich Shipbuilders and Engineers, are listed in this top 100 arm producing companies. Is it correct? So remember here, it is for the first time. If we look at the rank for 41st, it is Hall. For 63rd rank, it is BEL, absolutely right. And 89, not 99, it is 89 for the GRSE. No, it is not GRSE, it is Madgaon Dock Shipbuilders Limited. Right? And on top, Lockheed Martin Corporation, second, Raytheon Technologies, and third, Northrop Grumman Corporation. Next, which statutory body or regulatory body has recently awarded the International Social Security Association's Vision Zero 2023 award during the 23rd World Congress on Safety and Health at the Work that was held in Sydney, Australia? So which is it? Tell me the name of that organization. Which is that organization? It is Employees State Insurance Corporation. This comes under the Ministry of Labour and Employment. It was awarded Vision Zero 2023 award by International Social Security Association, and it was during the 23rd World Congress on Safety and Held in Sydney, Australia. right? And this award was received by Rajendra Kumar, who is the Director General of ESIC. Next, name the country that has recently been elected as the, or name the country that recently elected as the vice chairman of UNESCO Executive Board for the term 23 to 25 from the Asia Pacific group. Which is that country? It is Pakistan. Right? Pakistan was recently elected as the vice chairperson of the UNESCO Executive Board for the term 23 to 25 from Asia Pacific group. Mark this. Next, name the country that has recently been elected to represent the Asian region in the Executive Committee of the Codex Alimentarius Commission, that is CAC. Which is that country? This is our India. Right? The election took place for the same during the 46th meeting of the CAC that was held at UNFAO headquarters, that is in Rome, Italy. Right? And it was from 27th of November to 2nd of December. Next, name the first survey vessel large ship that was recently delivered to the Indian Navy by GRSE. What is the name of that first survey vessel large ship that was delivered to the Indian Navy by GRSE? It is INS Sandhyak. It is INS Sandhyak. Correct. Next, China National Space Agency launched the Misersat-2 or Ajiji Yaogan Vexing Arcao or Ajiji-2. Just remember, Misersat-2 or Ajiji-2 satellite with Long March 2 carrier rocket. Important here is Misersat-2. So which space agency along with CNSA developed this Misersat-2? It was along with Egyptian Space Agency, right? This Misersat-2, right? This was by CNSA, that is China Nation Space Agency, along with Egyptian Space Agency. This Misersat-2, this is the optical remote sensing satellite. This was developed by, I repeat, Egyptian Space Agency along with CNSA. Then remember this Misersat-2, this is a landmark project between China and Egypt under the Belt and Road Initiative. Next, which country inaugurated the world's largest and most advanced nuclear fusion reactor in December? It is Japan, right? Japan inaugurated the world's largest and most advanced nuclear fusion reactor in December 2023, right? And it is JT60SA. It is in Naka, Japan, right? And this reactor, it is an initiative between European Union and Japan. Next, when was the International Volunteer Day for Economic and Social Development 2023 observed across the globe? So when is this International Volunteer Day for Economic and Social Development observed? On 5th of December, and it is commonly known as International Volunteer Day. It was observed across the globe on 5th of December 2023. There is a theme for this day that you can remember, that is the power of everyone, collective action if everyone did. I repeat, the power of everyone, collective action if everyone did. This is the theme for this International Volunteer Day for Economic and Social Development. Next, in December, Dash became the first women medical officer in the Indian Army to be deployed at Siachen, the world's highest battlefield. Who is she? Captain Geetika Kaul. Captain Geetika Kaul. She became the first women medical officer of the Indian Army to be deployed at the Siachen Glacier, that is the world's highest battlefield. Moving on. In December, Dash became the first state in the country to get the highest number of geographical indication tags, that is 18 in a single day. It is Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand recently got 18 GI tags in a single day. Who is the Chief Minister of Uttarakhand? Pushkar Singh Dhami. Right? And now the total GI products in Uttarakhand is 27. Next, name the country that has recently become the member of the Battery Energy Storage System Consortium that was led by Global Leadership Council of the Global Energy Alliance for People and Planet. So name the country that became the member of this BESS. It is India. Important. Our India became the member of Battery Energy Storage System Consortium that was led by Global Leadership Council. A total of 11 countries including India, they have joined the BESS consortium during the COP28. And where was this COP28? It was in Dubai, UAE, right? And it was from 30th of November till 12th of December. Next, name the bank that recently launched Parivar account for saving and current accounts. It is Bank of Baroda, right? Bank of Baroda, they have launched Parivar account for savings and current accounts. Mark this. Next, next is in October, Sri Lankan government renewed the petroleum product license granted to Dash company for another 20 years. Which is that company? So Sri Lankan government renewed the petroleum product license granted to IOC, that is Indian Oil Corporation Limited, for another 20 years. The license was originally issued in 2003 and it was to be expired in 2024, and now for another 20 years, that is till 2044, this license has been renewed. Next, which of the following personalities from India is not listed among the Forbes 2023 World's 100 Most Powerful Women published in December 2023? Among them, Neeta Ambani, she is not listed on this particular list. Here, Nirmala Sitharaman, Roshni Nadar Malhotra, Soma Mandal, and Kiran Mazumdar Shah were listed on this list. If we talk about Roshni Nadar Malhotra, she was on 60th rank, Soma Mandal on 70, Kiran Mazumdar on 76, and Nirmala Sitharaman, she was on 32nd position as she is our finance minister. Next, which of the following points are correct with respect to the Quackrelli-Simons World University Ranking Sustainability 2024 published by Quackrelli-Simons in December 2023? If we look at the options A, B, C, all these options A, B, and C, they are rightly mentioned here. Here, the University of Delhi was ranked 220th globally as the, and it was the 56th, and a total of 56 Indian universities were featured on this list. Mark this. Then University of Toronto, that is in Canada, secured the top position, that is the world's most sustainable university. And last, IIT Bombay, IIT Madras, and IIT Kharagpur and IIT Roorkee, they are among the top 400 globally. Correct. And DU is ranked 30th among Asian universities, and globally it is at 220th position. Next, name the organization that has recently signed an MOU with United Nations Development Program to promote sustainable infrastructure development. It is Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, right? AIIB. They recently signed an MOU with United Nations Development Program to promote sustainable infrastructure development. With this partnership, AIIB will leverage their respective strengths and resources to drive positive changes and make a lasting impact on the lives of people in Asia and beyond. Next is name the company that recently launched the largest and the most capable multimodal artificial intelligence model called Gemini. So this Gemini, this was launched by which company? It was launched by Google, right? Gemini, this was launched in 3 sizes or 3 categories: Ultra, Pro, and Nano. I repeat, Gemini Ultra, Gemini Pro, and Gemini Nano. They were launched in 3 categories. Next, when was the UN International Civil Aviation Day observed across the globe with the theme Advancing Innovation for Global Aviation Development? So when do we observe this day? It is observed on 7th of December. Every year we observe UN International Civil Aviation Day observed across the globe with the theme Advancing Innovation for Global Aviation Development. Next, according to RBI, the rate of interest on the Government of India floating rate bond 2031, that is FRB 2031, applicable for the half year from 7th of December 2023 to 6th of June 2024 shall be dash per annum. So what will be the interest rate for that? It will be 8.12% per annum. Correct? Mark this. So friends, these were your important current affairs for the first week of December month. For more revision current affairs, let's move on to the video. Also friends, in the monthly video, I saw many students were commenting that beyond this point, it is not worth to go through the video. But let me correct you again here, friends. From here also, the content that I will be providing you, they are important for revision. They are compilation of multiple questions that we have already covered. We will be discussing them in details. And apart from the questions that have been left out from the MCQ portion that we just saw, apart from that, those news will also be covered from here for the revision perspective, because they will be very helpful for the learning part. So let's start.
4 Indian women that were featured on the Forbes 2023 World's 100 Most Influential Women, right? This was a list that was recently released by Forbes, and this is for the year 2023. the most influential, powerful women for the year 2023. A list was released by Forbes. This list was of 100 women, and among them there were 4 Indians. Right? Nirmala Sitharaman, Roshni Nadir Malhotra, Soma Mandal, and Kiran Mazumdar Shaw. Right? These are the 4 individual women that you need to remember that were listed on the Forbes 2023 world's 100 most powerful women. Right? Here you can see these are the 4 individuals we are talking about. We all know Nirmala Sitharaman, she is the Minister of Finance. Then Roshni Nadir Malhotra, she was ranked 60. She is the chairperson of HCL Tech. Then Soma Mandal, she was ranked 70. She was the chairperson of Steel Authority of India Limited. And Kiran Mazumdar Shaw, she was ranked 76. She is the founder and executive chairman of Biocon India Private Limited. Further here you can see on the top position it was Ursula von der Leyen, right? She is from Germany and she got the top rank. Second was Christine Lagarde. Third, Kamala Harris, the Vice President of USA. On 32nd position, Nirmala Sitharaman. 60th position, 70 and 76. We saw these are the 4 Indian women that we are talking about. Right? Then apart from this, friends, if we talk about further, remember if I ask you, tell me which state has achieved 100% ODF plus coverage. ODF plus coverage, right? This is for your open defecation free plus coverage. Which is that state? It is Uttar Pradesh, right? Uttar Pradesh has also launched their Ayush board, right? They have launched Ayush board. Then recently, where is your Kaimur Tiger Reserve located? Kaimur Tiger Reserve. It is in the Kaimur district, that is in Bihar. Right? Then who launched Sankalp Saptah? It was launched by PM Modi. Correct? Then which edition of Indo-Latin America Cultural Festival was organized by ICCR? It was the 4th edition of the Indo-Latin America Cultural Festival organized by ICCR. Then recently, India, along with which country, signed a social security agreement? It was between India and Argentina. It was between India and Argentina. A social security agreement was signed. Next, what is the rank of University of Delhi on Quackrelli-Simon World University Ranking for Sustainability 2024? So remember here, the rank of University of Delhi is 220 in the Quackrelli-Simon World University Ranking. Then next thing, remember, this was the 2nd edition of the Quackrelli-Simon World University Ranking for Sustainability, right? Mark this. And in this, Delhi University was ranked 220th, correct? And it is the university that has topped among the Indian universities. Top among Indian universities. Right? This is among the universities that has topped among the Indian universities, and a total of 56 Indian universities were listed in this particular list. Then if we talk about the university that has topped this particular ranking is your University of Toronto. University of Toronto, Canada has topped the list as the world's most sustainable university. Right? Moving on. Next, here you can see DU is ranked 30th among the Asian universities and is the first among all the Indian universities that were listed here. And the University of Toronto from Canada has topped the list as the world's most sustainable university, followed by University of California. Next, which country accounted for 66% of the malaria cases in the WHO SEAR region in 2022? So remember, it is India. India accounted for 66% of the malaria cases in the WHO Southeast Asian region for the year 2022. Correct? So right option here becomes.
Let's start. The first is in Mercer's Quality of Living City Ranking 2023. Which Indian city has topped this ranking? So we are talking about Mercer's Quality of Living City Ranking. In this, remember India's Hyderabad city, and Hyderabad is the capital of Telangana. Right? This city has secured the top position for the 6th time, and they have emerged as the best Indian city for the 6th time. And here we are talking about Indian
cities. But if we talk about globally, right, that in this particular Mercer's quality of living city ranking, which city has topped the list? It was topped by Vienna, Austria. Correct. Vienna, Australia secured the first position globally. That is the best city that is offering the best or highest quality of life in the world. And in India, it is Hyderabad. If we talk about Mercer, who is the chief executive officer here? Martin Furland. Headquarter will be in New York, USA, and it was founded in 1945. Right here you can see. And if we talk about the rank of Hyderabad, Pune and Bangalore, they are 153, 154 and 153 respectively. Right, that means in this rank Bangalore is at 153rd, Pune 154th, and Hyderabad on 153rd, Pune 154 and Bangalore at 156 respectively. Right, next here you can see Vienna secured the top position, and for Mercer, chief executive AIIB, that is your Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, along with which organization signed a memorandum of understanding for promoting sustainable infrastructure development. So it is AIIB along with United Nations Development Program, that is UNDP. Correct, they both recently signed a memorandum of understanding to promote sustainable infrastructure development and address the development challenges in the region of Asia and beyond. Right, their aim is to achieve the climate goals of 2030. Then next thing, remember this MOU was signed during the COP28 that is going on in Dubai, UAE. It is from 30th of November to 12th of December. Right, it is currently going on in Dubai, UAE. Under this partnership, AIIB, this will leverage their strengths and resources to drive positive change that will impact the lives of people in Asia and beyond. And United Nations Development Program, they can unlock new opportunities for financing the sustainable development projects. If we talk about UNDP, who is the administrator, Akeem Steiner, headquarters is in New York, USA, and it was established in 1966. Which organization injected 50 million euro? I repeat, which organization injected $250 million, not 50, $250 million to boost India's industrial corridor? We know that India is on global level making India or making in India. This is one of the initiative where India is promoting this initiative, and we, in India also and globally, we are promoting that we want to become the factory of the world similar to that of China. Right, we want to increase our manufacturing, we want to increase our industrial sector so that we can export more to different parts of the world. For the same reason, to enhance the development of India's industrial corridor, it was Asian Development Bank. Right, they have recently approved or injected $250 million loan to boost the India's industrial corridor. Right, mark this. Then remember this funding program, this will support the multimodal logistic program under PM Gati Shakti. Right, and what is PM Gati Shakti? It is your master plan for multimodal connectivity. Also, apart from this is your first investment. Second investment, remember they invested $200 million, and it is to improve the sanitation facilities in India. Improve the sanitation and solid waste management facilities in India. Also, we know that India's mission is Swachh Bharat mission, that is Urban 2.0, to make cities garbage free by 2026. This is the target of the government of India. So this is also important. Under this only, this $200 million will be injected. Next is science and tech. Recently, Google has launched their largest and the most capable AI artificial intelligence model, that is Gemini. Correct. This comes after three sizes, that is Gemini Ultra, Gemini Pro and Gemini Nano. Right, Gemini Ultra, this is the largest and the most capable model for highly complex tasks. Then Gemini Pro, this is the model for scaling across a wide range of tasks. And if we talk about Gemini Nano, this is the most efficient model for on-device tasks. Correct, and it is expected to launch Bard Advanced with the Gemini Ultra in the year 2024 or early 2024. Correct, and this is your AI. Right, then remember this, if we talk about AI, OpenAI launched their first AI, right, that was ChatGPT, and after that all the big companies are in the race to develop the most advanced artificial intelligence solution. Correct? So mark this. It is Google. They have launched this AI model by the name Gemini. Next. Next is International Civil Aviation Day. It is observed on 7th of December, and it is to create awareness about the importance of international civil aviation and their role in the social and economic development of a country. The day also highlights the role of International Civil Aviation Organization, that is a UN agency, in helping countries to cooperate and realize a truly global rapid transit network at the service of all mankind. Next, Armed Forces Flag Day. It is observed on 7th of December, and it is to honor the martyrs, men and women in the armed forces who bravely fought and continue to fight on the borders to safeguard the country's honor. Right? So Armed Forces Flag Day observed on 7th of December. First time it was observed on 7th of December in 1949. Next is your state news. Odisha's chief minister has launched Ama Bank. This is a scheme that will be providing banking services in unbanked gram panchayats of Odisha, right? So Ama Bank, as the name suggests, to provide banking services to the areas in which you cannot access banking services as of now. So to help those areas, this is a first of its kind financial inclusion program in India that was launched by Odisha, Ama Bank. Next, if we talk about this bank, Ama Bank or scheme, it will offer credit for small businesses along with 15 banking services. It is positioned between a business correspondent and a small bank branch and offers all banking services. The scheme was launched in collaboration with 6 public sector banks, that is SBI, PNB, Union Bank of India, UCO Bank, Bank of India and Bank of Baroda. Moving on. Next, which bank has recently signed 70 million euro loan with Germany's KfW for solar photovoltaic projects? It is State Bank of India, SBI. SBI, they recently signed a 70 million euro loan with Germany's KfW for solar photovoltaic project, and this agreement basically was signed in IFSC GIFT City, that is in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. And remember, this is in line with India's commitment that was made at COP28. Okay, COP28, where was this held? This was held in UAE in Dubai, right? And as this solar photovoltaic project, here we will be developing solar panels. This company, that is your Germany's KfW, they will be developing solar panels for India, and this will help to reduce the carbon emissions as we will be generating electricity through solar energy. So the right option here becomes SBI. If we talk about SBI, Dinesh Kumar Khara is the chairperson, Mumbai, Maharashtra headquarter, and it was established in 1955. If we talk about KfW from Germany, here Chief Executive Officer will be Stefan Wintels. Headquarter is in Frankfurt, Germany, and it was in 1948 that this was established. Next is which bank has emerged as the top performer of 2023 CAFI Award for Climate Reporting by IFC. I repeat, IFC, that is your International Finance Corporation. This is a member of World Bank Group, and they have recognized which bank? That is your Federal Bank, right? They are the top performer of the 2023 CAFI Awards. What is CAFI? Climate Assessment for Financial Institutions Award for Climate Reporting. So Federal Bank has emerged as the top performer of the 2023 CAFI Award for Climate Reporting, correct? And remember, Federal Bank emerged as the standout performer by securing 2 positions on the global stage and 4th recognition in the South Asian region, right? Mark this. Then apart from this, if I ask you, or in this institute, some institutions were also there other apart from this, that is their most transactions reported. It was by Equity Bank. They are the foreign bank. Equity Bank is of Kenya. Just remember this also. This is an apart from this knowledge. Correct. So coming back, which bank emerged as the top performer of 2023? CAFI. And what is CAFI? Climate Assessment for Financial Institutions Award for Climate Reporting by IFC. It is your Federal Bank. Right. Next, if we talk about Federal Bank, who is the Chief Executive Officer? Shyam Srinivasan. Headquarters is in Aluva, Kerala, and it was in 1931 that this was. Next, awards and recognition. Indian actor Kabir Bedi was honored with the Italy's Order of the Merit. Important award. Do take a note. Who was honored with the Italy's Order of the Merit Award? He was actor Kabir Bedi, as you can see him in the picture, right? And he was honored with the Italy's highest civilian honor. This is one of the most prestigious Italian civilian award for his contribution in promoting better relations between India and Italy. Correct? So do take a note of it. And Kabir Bedi, he's an international actor, writer and a producer. And as an actor, he has worked in Bollywood, Hollywood, Europe, and even in television, film and theater also. Right? Next, if we talk about this Order of the Merit of Italian Republic, this was established in 1951, and the order is awarded for the outstanding merits in the fields of literature, arts, economy, philanthropy, social and humanitarian activities, and the President of the Italian Republic is the head of the order. He presents it. Next, Telangana's Tiryani block ranked first in Niti Aayog's inaugural Delta ranking of aspirational block program. What is this aspirational block program? This program was launched in January this year only 2023. The main focus of this was to improve the governance to enhance the quality of life in the underdeveloped blocks of India. So what was this? This was a aspirational program, aspirational block program, and under this the underdeveloped blocks of India will be developed and the quality of life for the people there will be enhanced, launched in January 2023. So remember here, Tiryani block of the Kumuram Bhim Asifabad district, that is in Telangana, secured the first position in the National Institution for Transforming India's Niti Aayog's Delta ranking of aspirational block program for the first quarter of fiscal year 24. So remember, it is Tiryani block. Where is this Tiryani block? Tiryani block is in Telangana, and they secured the first position in the Delta rankings of Niti Aayog's aspirational block program, and this is for the first quarter, right? That means in this block we saw the best improvement, correct? The quality of life for the people here was better as compared to few months back.